Here's a video that will give you a better idea about window framing and a few different methods that you can use. What you're looking at here is 3 windows with a continuous header across the top. And of course this is one way to frame them. And I'm going to try and zoom in to give you a better idea. Looks like there are 2x4s with a block in the middle. So this would be great if this works. Remember, the biggest problem with framing multiple windows in an opening like this that is fixed will be to make sure that you actually have enough room. Here are 2 windows that are about 3 feet apart from each other and framed conventionally. You can see here we have a header and a sill with studs underneath, cripples on top, nailed to king studs with trimmers. This is about the most common way that framers and home builders use to frame wood windows. Next we are going to look at a window. This is the top, of course, that is at a 45-degree angle. So this would be a common occurrence around windows that would be pop-outs, bay windows, things like that. So, and again, the main key here we've got to remember is making sure that we've got enough room to fit the windows in. That's going to be the biggest problem in a fixed area. So the layout is important, and you should spend some time and actually making sure that the windows are going to fit. Trust me, I've seen plenty of building foundations built, and when it comes time to put the windows in, the sizes will need to change. So spend some time laying out windows in tight areas. Next up on the list is a window with a continuous header. So again, this one is going to have a 4x4 post in the middle. Sometimes if you need a little extra room, if the plans don't call out for a 4x4 post, you can always use 2 2x4s, which would give you an additional 1/2 inch. And again, that's if you're in a tight spot. Here's a header that is basically going to be holding up a roof beam. So this is a structural header, which most headers are, of course, anyway, but you can see here it looks like we got about a 4x12, and you can take a look. We've got double trimmers, it looks like, on one side. If that isn't a 4x4 post, it's hard for me to see from here, and we have a 4x6 on the other side. So this, of course, would be built per plans. The plans are going to call out for structural post or king studs. You're going to have to pay attention. That'll be another thing if you're using a set of plans. Next up on the list is going to be a header that calls out for a post to go all the way up. So again, it's going to have trimmers here on all of the window frames. So you're going to have a 2x4 trimmer that you will be able to move. But again, you've really got to pay attention to the plans, especially when you're framing your windows or door openings. Now here we're looking at another window on the one side and sliding glass door or French door on the other side. Either way, we got a doorway, we can tell, because there isn't a window sill here. So here's another way to frame something like this. Give you a good idea. Last but not least, here's just another thing that I do every once in a while. If I have a 18-foot, header, this is a garage header, and I don't want to run it up. I can save myself another stud. I can just run it over to the other side to the next nearest stud, and I'm done. Just another way. Hope these things help you guys. Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, and a video maybe 2,000.